Hey, what's up, my moose? My moose on the loose. I hope you are doing well today. Retirement Friday, and today I'm going to talk about something a little bit more, probably deeper into a topic. I'm going to talk about how to live longer. Live longer because I just turned 44 not too long ago, actually about a week ago. So I'm concerned about longevity. It struck me when I turned 40. I realized that half of my life is kind of like spent already. I mean, roughly, life expectation 85 or something, and then you turn 40, and then you're just like, yeah, well, probably the last 5 years are gonna look like the first 5 years. Not going to remember much out of it. I don't know. So I'm just thinking there's probably like another good 40 years or so to be lived. And how can I make the best out of it? I love living right now. I love what I'm doing, and I just don't want this game to stop, right? It's pretty much, I'm pretty sure you feel the same way. I'm living a good life. I'm trying to be healthy and all of that stuff. And I'm sure you do too. And then we just like, yeah, it's everything all cool. And then I was thinking, how can I improve this? How can I level up a little bit more so I can make sure I not only live until that age of 85 or even more, or if I'm lucky enough, but also to have the energy and to be able to enjoy that part. And that got me thinking a lot. And over the past few weeks, I've even talked a little even more about it because I just, my birthday was coming up. And we had a Looper show this summer about health and sleep and food and stuff like that, and how to stay healthy into retirement. And what I realized is, like, like now I'm 44 and I'm like seconds away to turn 64. It's like those 20 years are gonna like move this fast. And it was quite inspiring in this show at Retirement Loop, where a lot of members, they were sharing their tips, but they were also like older than me and in top shape. Like a guy was like, George was running like ultra marathon. Christine was weighting lift, going to the gym all the time. So a lot of people were doing nice things, staying healthy and enjoying their retirement. Because when you think about that, as you age and you get into retirement, health is the priority asset. It's not how much you have invested. It's not how much you get in distribution or dividend from your portfolio or your retirement budget. The most important thing is health, because if you don't prioritize health, well, you're not going to be able to enjoy those years. And if you are stuck in a chair and you cannot do much, that's not going to make it. So I was quite inspired seeing people traveling, like hiking, running, going to the gym, even if they were 60, 65, 70. And then I thought, well, you have to start right away, right? So we have discussed a few things, and here's like two major points here, I think: movement and sleep. Actually, three: movement, sleep, and food and drinks. So movement and training first. A few tips here. Start small, stack wins. I remember when I started running, I love to wait to go to the gym, but just to do weightlifting. I did not like running. I did not like do any kind of cardio. And then when I started, it was just like, just a warm up, 10 minutes on the treadmill, and then I was hitting like the gym because I just love to like lift those weights. And when I started running for real, I started with my wife, and she was a runner. I wasn't, big time not. And then just started to run a little bit. And as I started and grow this habit, now I cannot even see my week without running. It's kind of crazy. It's like completely opposite. You don't have to start running right away. You could start by walking, and that's good. And one important thing is you need to find when you're at your best to perform some sports and physical activities, and then which kind of activity you prefer. Like my wife, it's kind of funny, fast forward today, my wife doesn't run that much anymore. She prefers doing spinning and doing other like sports than running. And I'm like all about running, and I lift left weights. So it's kind of funny. One thing that is super important of all that is discipline leads to habit. So you need to make sure that you have this discipline, and a good trick that came out was accountability. If you can do that in a group with friends or hire a coach, you're not going to miss on those things. Super important. And one last thing, it's normal to not feel like you belong there. Actually, Todd during the show said, well, you know what? I started training to do an Ironman, but I'm not good at swimming. So he started doing classes in the pool while all those kids were learning how to swim with their parents right next to him. And he had a hard time just going back and forth in the pool. But he's like, you know what? At one point, I kind of realized that I thought everyone would watch me and judge me. But in reality, all those parents were there for their kids, and the kids were just having fun in the water. So nobody even cared if he struggled or not doing his swims like right beside them. Like nobody cared. No one looked at him. So it's all in her head. The other big topic was sleep, food, and drink. So here's how they rely to each other. Of course, the classic, if you drink too much alcohol or coffee, or if you eat too much or eat late at night, well, it's going to mess up your sleep. But one thing I want to talk about here, which was a game changer for me, is to buy a smart ring. So I have an Ultra Human ring. You can buy Oura ring anyways. You can buy any kind of like smart ring. You can have like an Apple Watch. It works as well. Like that's not sponsored or anything. Just want to share my experience. And the reason why it was a changer for me is not just about the stats, but the accountability. Every single time I have to grab something to eat or to drink, I watch at my ring. I see it in my hand. It's on my right hand. And then it's a reminder that, do you really need that? Do you really want that? And how it's going to affect the rest of your sleep and tomorrow. And one thing with all the stats that the ring monitors in my sleep, I realized that when I eat late, my heartbeat is getting affected throughout the entire sleep cycle. And same thing with, of course, coffee and drinking, but it kind of struck me how, and I love stats, I love numbers. So having like a sleep score every morning when I wake up kind of like forces me to improve myself. And to be clear, even though I feel better and I have a lot more energy when I eat healthy and I go to sleep early, I still enjoy life. And I still like during the weekend of my birthday, I had like 3 big days there. Let's put it that way. And of course, my scores were really down, but it kind of like made me think, oh, okay, now it's Monday. I had like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That was a lot of fun with friends and family, the kids, the wife. A lot of food, a lot of drinks. Now it's over. Like now you go back because you don't feel that good after 3 days. And now it's important to get back on track. But I get back on track a lot faster. And one other thing is I don't do that every weekend anymore because I think about it. I'm like, is it worth it? Like right now in this situation, is it worth it or not? And then I'm going to skip a few drinks. I'm going to skip like some food, go back to something healthier just because I feel a lot better. I have more energy going forward. And on top of that, I got rewarded with better stats. So it's just like an amazing feeling. And that helped me a lot. It's important to live longer. It's important to think about longevity, but it's also important to live now. If you don't enjoy time with your friends and family right now and you wait until the next 5 years, you wait until retirement, you wait until your children reach that age to give them something or whatever, you may miss out on something important. So what is important is, yes, you want to live longer, you want to enjoy life, but start enjoying life right now. I just want this party to continue as long as possible. And this is my main reason why I spend my entire weekend birthday to spend with people that I love, just because I found it important to live right now. But always keep in mind with the ring that helped me a lot to move forward to a better self. So I'm curious, what do you do for longevity? Now Moose on the Loose is also on YouTube. So go on to comments. Give me your best tricks. It's going to be fun to share what you do to improve your longevity, feel better, get more energy. It's going to be fun. And if you want more tricks about retirement, more information about how to plan that retirement, you can subscribe to my free newsletter at retirementloop.ca/income. So retirementloop.ca/income to register to the free newsletter. All right, Moose, that's enough for today. We're going to talk again on Monday. And until then, don't forget to stay invested.